check, but it seemed like they gave the whole proceeds from the Jacksonville sellout to, the sold-out show to the city, right back to it,
Right. So if there's any reason that I like Cody so much is how hyped he got about it. He was passionate as fuck when he was yelling those numbers out and just going off. And he's like, when we go live on our show, are you coming with me? And I have it wrote down here. AEW, we coming.
Yeah, and he's talking about on FX when they get signed. What is that? September? October?
TNT.
Yeah, TNT. But I mean, like, what was it? September that they said?
I think it's.
He said it at the very end.
I think it's after August 31st, all out. Somewhere after that.
Yeah. That's why I think it was September because Jericho plugged it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, and he's like, and we go live on TV on TNT, and who's coming with us, or are you coming with us? Like you just said.
Another thing,
like the whole crowd lost it. It was amazing. It was you felt it.
When Cody was going so passionate about that, I love how he referenced the counter programming. You can try to counter program us all you want, but this is a fucking good event for something. And WWE literally counter-programmed with that show Evolve on WWE Network. And I mean, J-Dog was watching both of them at the same time. And he was telling me about certain things during Evolve that were like, you got to check this out and you got to check this out. And I'm like, oh my God, this AEW show is, Fight for the Fallen. It's for gun violence people, and WWE is just wanting to snake their way through. They gave this to us for free. WWE put it on their network, and it was pretty much like NXT UK pay-per-view type thing. And then even Omega, he's so humble, and I feel like that whole thing with him was unplanned. He just seems humble and like thanking the crowd and everything. He also mentioned the counter programming, and he seems super passionate about it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
He shocked me how he reacted. Compared to how he fought to when he was handed the mic to say something, it was real. It didn't feel real. It was real.
You loved it how they think they're off the air.
Yeah, because he's like, I think we're already off the air, so, and then he wasn't doing it for us. He was hyping the crowd, and he was, saying what needed to be said for them. And it was very cool how it went.
So overall, what do you give Fight for the Fallen?
I'd give it 4.3.
Okay.
Overall, just because of the, I'll say it again, the hesitation stuff, the slapping, the consistent slapping in a few of them, and the back and forths. But
I think Omega had one really good loud slap.
It was really good. Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was just slap.
Yeah, and they were quick, and it was fun.
I gave it a 4.2. I thought I had 3 5-star matches in there. There was some really fucking decent matches, but the other ones pretty much kind of brought it down. But that's still a pretty good rating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to All Out. That's for sure. I think me and you are going to get together and watch it. I think that'd be fucking fun. We can actually get hyped together.
Definitely.
And that's August 31st.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. I'm all in with AEW.
I'm all out with AEW. I'm going all out, motherfucker. Going all out. But that was our aftercast. I think we're both pretty tired. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Our little review of it. My favorite's Jungle
definitely.
Boy. I'm just super excited for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Yeah, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. I mean, Omega. I mean, I was on the fence till that end. You know, when you actually saw who he really was. You know, now I like him a little bit more.
Right.
I mean, Darby, I like Janela. Havoc, I wasn't sure one way or the other. I do kind of like him. I mean, he hasn't talked. I mean, but
I think Havoc and Darby would make a really good tag team.
Yeah, I do too. Especially with the acrobatics and the craziness that they'll do.
Definitely.
Yeah, and here's a fun one: Jungle Boy, Darby, and Havoc.
That'd be cool.
They wouldn't even touch the mat. They'd just be flying.
Just be flying.
It'd be insane.
I really want to research and see if, any matches from when Jungle Boy was like 13, 14 as a kid. I think it'd be interesting to see his progression.
Yeah, very much. I would like to see how he did and how he went with it. And also on our Facebook page, I just put up that final scene with Cody when he's discussing the check and everything.
Cool.
So if anyone wanted to check that out, that'd be really
It's pretty heartwarming.
For you.
It's pretty intense. It's good. It's a good way to end the show, even though it seemed unscripted and a little lax.
I think it very much was unscripted. Because they're like, I think we're out of time, because they came
Which kind of confused me because it's a 60-minute match, But as soon as they said 30-minute time, you got 30 minutes left, then it was like, okay, we got to finish this quick.
Yeah, it went like maybe another 5 minutes, give or take, and then it was done. But I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed that, and well, I think it had to do with the fact that it was sliding into, the 11 o'clock, time, the exact 11 hour. And I think that's when they were getting shut down in the arena. Because some of the matches, I mean, they had a time and everything, but maybe they just carried just a hair longer, like in between or something. That might have did it.
Right. I really like the whole ability to start creating, good storylines before the TV show airs. I mean, they're creating good storylines without a TV show right now. And I'm excited for, All Out. Holy shit. There's going to be some really fucking awesome matches. And we've only got glimpses of what's going on,
And I can't wait to find out more, to see more, to fall in love with and hate new characters. I can't wait.
Exactly. That's the point. MJF. I love to hate him. I really do. I think he's a cocky son of a bitch, but I think he's doing a great job.
Well, at the same time, I completely agree. Super cocky, but the fucker made me laugh so many times today. It was like, okay, I kind of hope he loses, and then I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. I'm laughing he's flipping off his own team. He's like, fuck you, you're not tagged in. Right. I was. And then he gets clotheslined because he's being a cocky asshole.
Shawn Spears seemed like a very, let's say it, wild card in that whole match. Because he's just so much bigger than everybody else.
Yeah. And you couldn't tell what was going to happen, whose side he was on, what he was going to do, who he was going to trip up, because it was, there was one time I'm pretty sure he tripped up his own shit.
There was another thing. His logo on his shirt, how he's the chairman, that was fucking awesome. I'm like, you go, dude. Because he hit Cody with the chair, and even on his logo on the blue chair, it had a little bit of blood on it. It was awesome.
That's super cockiness right there. That's hilarious.
But
that's,
you do
that's
something,
what this needs, you know?
and you roll with it because it works.
Yeah. And you know, I think it was the factor that you know, Cody wasn't mad about it. You know, it was a stage thing, and you know, sometimes shit goes wrong. You know,
right. I'm
Nobody's
actually really
dead.
happy
Nobody's
nothing
upset.
bad happened during this pay-per-view. You know, I'm glad everybody came out in one piece, except for Jungle Boy. He looked like he got fucked. I'm just kidding. He looked like he could survive. He looked like he could hang.
You know, but the main complaint that my wife had was, where's all the blood? Like, where is
it?
That's what sold
She's
her on
missing
the last
blood.
one. There's no holds barred in this one.
Right.
You know, there wasn't one. And she's like, it's not the same.
No.
Where's the tax?
Don't expect her to see blood on the TV show. They already said that they're going to try not to show blood on the TV.
Well, yeah, I mean, kids are going to check it out.
But that is fucking hilarious. I want more blood. Where's the blood?
Yeah. Where's the rage and the mayhem and the destruction?
I liked when Jericho came out. He's like, this is his blood on my hands.
He's like showing it off. They zoom in.
Right. I mean, Paige's face is pretty much the best that the blood could do right there. And that Judas effect, it was executed perfectly. Just bam. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Well, we're out of time, folks. I want to thank everybody for listening to the SSW Aftercast of Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, and I want to thank Jester for letting me sneak in again.
As my guest referee?
Yeah, that was a good time. It was good fun.
Heck yeah.
Good show. I like it.
I'm glad we didn't have to stuff an elephant into a coffee can this time.
Yes, me too.
2 episodes, and we need to get more airtime, that's for sure. Because then it would make this a whole lot easier. And again, This has been Jester D. Wild One, and for my special guest referee, Lord B. Thank you for listening, and good night.
Good night.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the Start Static Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by the Realm of Infinite Frequencies. Like us on Facebook.com/The Rift Podcast, and we're now streaming on Apple, Google, Spotify, and CastBox. And if you like what you hear and you'd like to donate, Patreon.com/The Rift Podcast. This has been Jester D. Wild One for my co-host, Lord B. Thanks for listening, and see you on the next realm.